back to the Jazz for Peace podcast, where the final solution is love. And speaking of love, what more love could you possibly want than love for our climate, love for our earth, love for our environment? I have a shirt on today given to me by a man named Calvin Schwartz, who has been a guest on our series and hopefully will be you. Oh, there we go. Bob knows him. That's big right there. So Calvin Schwartz, he gave me this shirt and he wanted me to wear it on this show. So it's Earth Hood, just Calvin's the elder, and he might see him, I hope you will see him as part of the Elder series, the new Elder series that we're starting here at Jazz for Peace.
I looked at the events of 9/11 as an events chart, and then I looked at your chart. What I'm looking at is more of a spiritual approach to your soul's journey across lifetimes. It focuses on the idea of personal growth and karmic evolution. The past life influences and intentions, but lessons for this lifetime. The time you wrote that poem, the time those events happened, it was a time of you starting to bring coherence out of chaos.
That was a time for me to be starting to do that anyway.
Yeah, it was meant to happen.
People are somehow waking up now to different things. There's an awakening going on. And last night I'm having dinner with someone, and he says the numbers 9/11 keep coming up on his thing. And I said, do you have any idea that you're sitting with someone? And so I Googled Rick DellaRatta 9/11. I said, look at this. He's like, that's so bizarre. So that's why I think listeners would love to hear what you're telling me you're going to say.
You're a man whose soul carries the weight of a grand mission. You are now standing at the crossroads of fire and harmony, and you could be torn between the fierce independence of your spirit and the deep longing to unite the world. Like your music, it's an intricate dance, a push and pull between bold self-expression and the responsibility of creating harmony amongst others. I'm seeing in your chart from an early age, you felt that fire inside of you. You felt that restless urgency that could not be contained. That was born with a warrior's heart, impulsive, passionate, unafraid to carve your own path. In your beating heart, in your chest, it was the pulse of a diplomat, a lover of beauty, a seeker of justice. Your music became the bridge between these two forces, a way to reconcile your raw intensity with your deep desire for connection. Your art is not just art, it is an offering to the world of a sacred act of balance and restoration.
Wow.
Maybe in ways you may not be able to articulate, but what I'm seeing is your gift is meant to heal, to soothe, to inspire. You've walked through the fire. You've learned the price of passion. Now you carry the wisdom of one who has been burned, but you refuse to turn to ash because your melodies don't merely entertain, they awaken something ancient in those who listen. You're both a leader and a servant, a warrior and a peacemaker. You've been subpoenaed to step into the light, to stand firmly in your own brilliance without fear. And the weight of this type of leadership, or what I call transcendent leadership, can be heavy, but it's also your destiny. So the world is watching you, not only for your talent, but for the message that you carry, one of unity, of healing, of transformation through beauty. And like all people, we carry wounds. What I'm seeing is there may have been a quiet sorrow buried deep in your soul, a feeling of longing or searching for something just beyond the horizon. But it's the wound of faith, of trust. But within that wound lies your greatest gift, your ability to turn pain into power, suffering into song. Your journey is not about conquering this ache. It's learning to trust it, to surrender to it. You're not just a musician, you're a messenger, you're a healer, you're a bridge between the seen and the unseen. One thing is really certain to me in your chart is that when you play, when you speak, when you pour your soul into your craft, the world is made just a little bit more whole. So never doubt the importance of voice, because you've been placed here with these gifts for a reason. Your greatest task is not only to make music, but to make meaning, to remind us, to remind humanity that through every note you play, that peace is not an abstract dream, but it's a song we all carry inside of us, just waiting to be heard.
Quiso teu amor procurou, veio uma voz falar dos beijos partidos nos lábios.
I'm so uplifted from that. It's amazing. Your relationship with those keys is phenomenal. Truly phenomenal. Thank you so much. You said it's
So,
so corrupt, and you beat all that corruption. You beat the corruption in the music entertainment field. You have transcended it, man. Not many people do.
not many people notice it and can say it the way you did. And so, because you yourself have survived as, again, in an unbiased, authentic form, as has Calvin that we've mentioned and others. And
Yes.
those are the people, like I said, we want to get on this Elder series.